You may not have noticed, but there is something within you that is trying to create your life, and something else that keeps repeating the past. Just behind your forehead, there is a small extraordinary region of the brain, the prefrontal cortex. This is where your conscious mind lives. Here you dream, you desire, you imagine, and here you ask, what do I want from my life? This is the creative center, but it is very small, almost fragile. Only a small percentage of your life comes from here. The greater part is hidden, silent, and far more powerful. This is what is called the subconscious mind. It is not creative, it is repetitive. It is made of habits, patterns, preconditioned responses. And the deeper shock is these patterns are not truly yours. Scientists claim in the last months before your birth and in the first 7 years of your life, your mind was in a very receptive state, a soft, open, almost hypnotic state. In this state, you were not thinking, you were absorbing, like a mirror without judgment. You watched your parents, you watched your family, your surroundings. You learned how to speak, how to behave, how to react, not by choice, but by silent imitation. And so what you now call myself is largely a collection of borrowed patterns. And these patterns did not begin with your parents. They have been passing from generation to generation to generation, like an invisible inheritance. And now see the deeper issue. What most of your life is not lived consciously. Almost all of it moves through these unconscious patterns. When you are thinking, you believe you are aware, but in fact, you are absent. And in that absence, the old patterns take over. So you may have desires, you may have intentions, you may long for a different life, but only a few moments are you truly living from that space. The rest of your time, the past is living you. And then you look at your life and you say, this is not what I wanted, but existence is simply reflecting what has been running within you. Not your conscious wish, but your unconscious pattern. This understanding can feel unsettling, but it is also deeply liberating, because then you see it is not you that are failing. It is not that you are lacking. It is simply that you have been living through unconscious repetition. And once you see this clearly, a distance begins to arise. You are here and the pattern is there. A small gap. But in that gap, something new is born. Awareness. Now you can watch the habit, the reaction, the thought without immediately becoming it. And in that watching, the old begins to loosen. Slowly, gently, the unconscious loses its grip, and something more authentic begins to move through you. Not borrowed, not inherited, but alive, fresh, spontaneous, unpredictable, your own. And if you go even deeper beyond both the conscious and the subconscious, you will discover a silent presence that has never been conditioned. It has only been watching, waiting for you to notice.